Hello, nieces and nephews. This is your Uncle Bill Dube, and we're live. Yay! Week 2021, week 21, year 2021. I was getting my 20s all mixed up just a little half a second ago. Well, hello and hi, Bridget. Great to see you. And it's been a long time since I've seen you or talked to you. Anyways, this is Camp Week. And I've been doing anything but camping lately. I was working on my computer until literally 10 minutes ago because I just installed a new 4 terabyte drive into that computer. I need more space being a YouTuber. You go through memory space on your computer so fast. Now, one of the things that I would like to recommend is there is a organization video by Justin Brown. You might want to go see it. Maybe I'll put a link over there or over there. I can't remember which side is the good side. So anyways, by Justin Brown, he has an amazing way to organize your hard drive space. And I've been following it ever since I started following it. Life has become a lot easier for Uncle Bill. So thank you, Justin Brown. Now, time for 5 crazy things that we're going to have. Yeah, 5, or is it 5 over here? I can't remember which, but 5 crazy things for camping. I was hard pressed for finding 5 because, like I said, I've been doing all sorts of crazy things computer-wise. Now, when you buy a new hard drive, see this little thing over here? These are SATA cables. Rather than go through and be like Uncle Bill and say, oh, well, I must have one of these lying around the house. And I thought that I did, and I could have cannibalized another machine and pulled them off. But rather than doing that, I did the right thing and I ordered another set. But that delayed me 5 days. Because I had to wait to get these things in. And you have the weekend and people don't ship over the weekend. So 5 crazy things. That was one of them. Here's another one. Oh, I forgot to share this. This is a find. This is a computer find, actually. More of a videographer, YouTuber find. And I hesitate on sharing, but I waited until after I got all of mine. These are Kiao, or however you pronounce it. Anyways, they are bicolor lights that they're selling for under $20, 1 penny under $20. What it comes with is 5 nice little colors. They all look muddy because I have all four of them. These are the colors. You got yellow, green, blue, and red, and that's that. And then you have one clear diffusion filter. Now, just like any other light that I've seen or practiced with, you can't do the diffusion filter and one of your lights at the same time. Now, these are marketed as being just regular dimmable lights. And I was just kind of halfway curious, and I thought that this was actually a bicolor light. And it's not marketed as one, but it is. So Uncle Bill says if you want a bicolor light set, and this thing was more than worth it because, you know, it comes with all that. You can see right here, there are yellow and white LEDs, bicolor, 2 colors. It's 120 of them, and I've been very happy. As a matter of fact, that's what I switched out my shadow box, that little shadow box that I showed last week. Well, I've switched this into there, and it's actually a better fit because these are slightly larger than the newer lights and newer brand lights. Oh, there's a ball head hiding somewhere. Maybe this is it. Oh, as a matter of fact, it is. I love it when I find things. They also come with these, which are really cool because these are the light stands for your lights. It comes with a true ball head. Now, a lot of manufacturers have stopped giving a true ball head, and they have a pseudo ball head, I call it, because all it does is hinge in one direction. Now, that's great, but what if your light isn't on stable ground, or you want to hook around, or if you want and you just happen to realize this, you have yourself what do they call them? Selfie sticks. My brain isn't working great. I've been working on my computer, don't going crazy. But as you can see, there's a selfie stick right there. Now, isn't that great? You get two of them, one with each light. So you get two selfie sticks, two lights, all for under 20 bucks. Not only that, they're bicolor. I mean, this, I wrote them. I actually wrote the company. So you better jump on it really quick, because I wrote them and I said, you guys are nuts. I said, you're selling these wrong. The reason why they aren't selling is because you're not telling people that they're bicolor lights. People would kill for bicolor lights that are under 20 bucks for two of them. That's 10 bucks a piece. I got two sets of those. So I have four of those lights. One of them over on the softbox over to my right. And as you can see, it's not too bad on the light. The only thing I miss between this softbox and my old softbox is I loved being able to play with that little remote. I don't have the remote because the control's actually on the USB cord that goes to the USB adapter. If you want to get technical, okay, 22 bucks, because you have to go to the dollar store and buy yourself two power adapters. Okay, those are computer, and here's two more computer things. These are hard drives that I dug up and was trying to figure out, okay, well, maybe I'll pull the hard drive out of this Sabrent. And after thinking about it, it just made more sense. And why did it make more sense? Because Uncle Bill, for under $100, got that 4 terabyte drive, including the extra cables that I had to purchase separately. They don't come with hard drives. Oh, one thing that I would like to, my brain is going faster than my mouth. What I purchased was the Barracuda 4 terabyte standard drive. It has the spinning platens, and it's actually pretty quiet because it's not making any noise right now, which is nice, meaning either it's not making noise because it's dead or not making noise because it's working. My drive health software says that it's still working, so I'm assuming it's working. I literally just formatted it, just put it in, says that it's 3.67 terabytes, close enough, and I'm happy Uncle Bill has a new storage in his computer. Now time for some camping gear. This is something that a lot of motorcyclists are really familiar with. I didn't know the least thing about it. It's a balaclava, and the way I found out about them was that they are also highly suggested for the tactile massage that I use. And so this just goes on like that. Might as well show you how it goes on too. There it is, the balaclava. You can get those in a 3-pack. I think they're about a little over 10 bucks on Amazon. And that's that. Now, should I wear this for the rest of the show there, Bridget? Yeah, you'll probably say yes. I'm not gonna. Sorry. Now, another camping device. I was watching my friend Matt Holbrook the other day. And speaking of which, if you want to see a true camper, prepper, somebody who if I was going to be dropped off in the woods with anybody to pick as my pal to go and not get killed and know what to eat, off of the ground and be able to fend for yourself. Not only that, he's got a killer, not a killer, but a beautiful pit bull, which I'm sure would protect us both. But anyways, Matt Holbrook, check out his channel. I'll probably put a link over here or over here, depending on which way it'll come up. And he's a good person to watch. But he showed, and I couldn't, it took me a long time. I won't be able to do it probably right now on camera, but this, which is just a piece of garbage, which somebody left behind, which is from a water bottle, can also be used as an emergency whistle. You kind of hook it up in your hand like this and put the thing in, and he blew across it. I've been trying, and sometimes I get the sound, sometimes I don't. It kind of reminded me of days when we used to do loon calls, because you can make a loon call without the thing. And if you want me to hear a loon call, well, let's see if I can get a whistle out of this thing now. Yay! Uncle Bill got it to whistle. Matt, thank you for this tip. It'll save my life in the woods. So there's 2 pieces of camping gear. Another one that I got from this is third one. And what that is just an Eddie Bauer log carrier that I think I paid like $5 for in a thrift. It was either 5 or 3, but it wasn't more than 5. Then we have my Coleman stove case, which I purchased off of Amazon for $20+. That wasn't much of a find. And I kind of kicked myself in the behind because a couple of years ago, I saw one on sale for like $9 in the store, and I didn't jump on it. Yes, Uncle Bill buys things in anticipation of using them later on in life. And this one was one of my major finds. This is a full-on Coleman stove. Woo! I'm going to break it, unfortunately. Let's see. Well, I got something caught in here. Oh, that's what I got caught. I didn't see that the little, there's a thing that holds these side things in place. This had flipped around on me, and I didn't see it and was trying to close it. But as you probably know or have guessed, Uncle Bill is in a very small space. This is a 10 by 10 study. And that's one of the reasons why I switched over to the smaller softbox, the newer softbox, which, oh God, I love this thing. It's like this big, and I showed it last week, and that worked great. So there is 4 things for camping, and the last one, I'm going to thank my friend Fraser Douglas again, because he turned me on to these Vaunt lights. These things are incredible. Vaunt lights. You can get 2 of them. You used to be able to get 2 for under $10. I think now they're like $12.95 or something like that. I can't remember exactly, but they're bright. The battery lasts a long time. They're a little bit heavier than my Petzl. Not much, but they are heavier than the Petzl. But at the same time, my Petzl doesn't go red. This actually has a red LED in it too. If you just hold it down, and boom, there we go, red. So not bad. And then you switch it back, and well, let's see. Oh yeah, we got to hold it down for a while to switch back to white. And that is a very bright light. If I switched it up to the camera, it probably we'd have snow blindness. 5 crazy things. Now, this week, let's have 6. I've always wanted one of these. So I got one. Can you believe that's only $1 over at the Dollar Tree? And they have hundreds of them over there. So if you're a beer drinker, or if you like to have a huge cup of coffee in the morning, which I do love, an advantage of switching over to glass over metal is the fact that this cleans so much easier than the metal, and the coffee doesn't stick to it. So, bon appetit. You ask him what this is, Bridget? This is a beer stein, I think they're called. And also, I think it said Action Cup or something like that on the bottom over at the Dollar Tree. It's a great find for $1. And the other thing that you might try, Bridget, seeing as I know you love the macaroni and cheese, is the Quick Rapid Mac over at the Dollar Tree for $1. It's a great thing. I also plan to, with this week's video, I'm going to do another bivy tent outside, a full day of camping out in the backyard. Why? Because Uncle Bill is busier than crazy. I have all sorts of plants that I have to be replanting and taking care of. Plus the galley and the rest facilities, you can't beat them. It's secure, just as secure as a campground. I get nice ocean breezes. I'm outside. There's no travel involved other than from me going outside. You just can't beat it camping in your backyard. Maybe I'm going to have a book. Camp in your backyard. I haven't seen a camp book for like that yet. That should be a book. You know, I just realized there we go. And it's still Bridget and me. Bridget, nobody wants to come see me today. They must all be busy. It's now that COVID's gone, less people inside, more outside, enjoying the day, mask free. Oh God, who was it that I heard about it today on 101.5 about Ricky. Oh God, what's his last name? He was on Saved by the Bell. And anyways, he was at Costco. And this guy, a real famous dude. And he's complaining about the fact that they have a mask. You have to have a mask policy over at Costco. Starbucks was packed when you went. Oh, were you going for coffee or what were you going for? And don't say breakfast, Bridget, because I know that breakfast costs an arm and a leg over at Starbucks. Why do you go to Starbucks? I guess they do have good coffee and you don't have to make it yourself. Do you need me to get you a dripper? Would you use it? Oh, chocolate chip cookie. Yum. I love chocolate chip cookies. And let's see. I think we have pretty much it. We'll give it another 10 minutes today because really, if we don't have anybody here, I should learn how to tell a story. I should tell stories more about camping and camp experiences, maybe about which knuckle was it anyways? I think it was on this. Yeah, there it is. You probably can't see it, and I don't think the camera will focus on it. But I decided I had my Puma Games Warden, and I was up camping, and I didn't want to hurt the blade. You know, it's one of those folding knives, much like this one here. See, folds out, locks in place. Not like this one, though. It just folding jackknife. And it was a Puma Games Warden. So I decided, well, I don't want to ruin the blade, but I want to open up my seal oil, which, and it wasn't true seal oil, but that's what it was called. And it's use it for waterproofing your boots while hiking. So foolish me, I think that it's still locked in place and there was dirt in the lock. So I went and tried to open the thing up because you had to wedge something in there to get it open. And the thing folded back on me right down to my knuckle. I've never broken a bone in my body, but Uncle Bill has tons of cuts and stitches and you name it. Even fried out my tonsils to get them gone. But then again, that was because of the cancer. So anyways, that's the camping with jackknife story. So don't ever, even though these things lock in place, unless it's a one-piece knife, don't ever trust that that thing will stay locked. There's a camping tip for you, all of you out there. And I'm just really happy that when I plugged in the computer, it worked. I mean, nothing is better than having work after plugging in all the plugs and hoping that everything's right. And oh, the other thing, that reminds me, speaking of computers and everything, seeing as these go one way, and a complaint that I have on the type of mount that the hard drive had was that it wasn't set right, that it would fit in the Hewlett-Packard using this type of right angle SATA. It would have been better to use a straight SATA because the way it hooked up here like this, when I went to put the SATA in to the drive, I noticed that where it was going up, well, let's see, can I get the SATA in focus? Focus, SATA. No, we tried. But anyways, there's a slot where it goes down like that. Well, on the hard drive, it was going up, or vice versa. Yeah, on the hard drive, it was going up. And it was mounted properly because there was no way to screw it in the other way around. So long story short, I flipped the SATA around so that the right angle was down on the motherboard. And thank goodness, down on the motherboard with the two SATAs right together, the right angle actually forced it away. And I was able to put it in there without having too much trouble. But the telling tale was the fact that when I plugged it in, everything worked. This is the first time, I think, in a long time that everything has worked right from the get-go. It makes me a little nervous about actually doing a sector check on the drive because I've heard some horror stories about this drive. It only has, in most drives nowadays, back in the old days, you get a drive and you know that it was made well, of course, because you're paying like $400 or $500 for the darn thing. Nowadays, I'm paying, I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was a lot less for the 4 terabyte drive. And if anybody wants, I'll put a link down below. All they need to do is leave a comment, say, Uncle Bill, show us the link of that new Barracuda Seagate drive that you got on special. And it was kind of on special, so I like that. And I'm looking forward to camping. I haven't gone over the day. The day was going to have an introduction where we have first the introduction with me either sipping on hot chocolate, or I had a hat on originally, and then I refilmed it without the hat on, just went straight through. then after this, I'm going to go back outside and set up the bivy tent so that where is the link to the unlisted live for last week? The link is in the live. Why are you asking, Bridget? And anyways, the link to the live, the unlisted, I didn't put it in the, I see. That's what you're saying. It's not in the description like I said it was going to be. I'm going to have to take care of that. I will put the unlisted live into the description, although you're the first person to ask for it. I can't remember. Did I say I'd put it in the description or that I would put it in a response to anybody if they asked for it? Correct me if I'm wrong. Of course, the thing is, does it really matter? I'll put it in the description. And so how was the chocolate chip cookie? Was it tasty? Did it have lots of chocolate chips? Was that your breakfast? And I'm guessing it was over at Southland Plaza. You and I were both over there. When did you go, Bridget? Yeah, it was a good cookie. And when did you go? I'm curious if we were over there at the same time. I was over there around 11:30. I went over to Walmart, and then I remembered that I'll show you the other thing that I got. I remembered that I needed to get 2 of these. I think when I first bought these, they were selling them for like $10. Now they're $14, $14.98 or something like that. I can't remember exactly how much it was, but it was a lot more than I wanted to spend. But the thing is, I was already at the checkouts, and I thought I had seen. Oh yeah, I think they were $17 a piece. They've gone up a lot. Rollers must cost a fortune now or something ridiculous, but they're well made. I like Sterilite, or however you pronounce it. STER Sterilite, because Sterilite is actually made in Syracuse, New York. Or wait a second, Sirocco Industries is in Syracuse, New York. Sterilite, I don't know where they make that, but I do know that I have several Sterilite rolling storage, and I've been very happy with them over the years. So I decided, okay, I'll spend the extra money. I'm already here. There must be a reason why I need to spend it. So I spent it. And what good is money for if we don't spend it anyways? It's good for saving, but as great grandpa to you, Bridget, great grandpa Dube used to say, money isn't everything, but it's very soothing to the nerves. Wait, which did you get? I got the 3-drawer Sterilite with the rollers. And the rollers, I think they're charging close to $10 for a set of rollers, which is a little ridiculous, but they work. And I really didn't want to see if the rollers that I have sitting around the house, and I do know I have an extra set, but I was already up to the counter and I was ready to get out of there. And I had a million other things on my mind. So that needed to get done. So did the computer, putting the extra SATA cable into this computer and then rearranging, making sure all the cables fit, closing it up, buttoning up everything, and then figuring out why I didn't. There was one problem I had with the computer after I buttoned everything up. I didn't have sound, and somehow the sound setting had changed, and I had to reconfigure the sound. But other than that, everything's fine. First, I thought maybe I plugged it into the wrong spot, because even though it's pink, green, and yellow, I think is the other one, but the green one is the one that you're supposed to plug into for your speakers, and it wasn't working. So I checked out all the other ones, and they didn't work either. So then I knew it was either something wasn't plugged in on the other end. So I checked the sound bar, and that was all plugged in. Then I isolated that it was my sound card. I didn't have the right sound card identified as being what I needed to be using at the time. That's the one great thing about computers is there's a million different ways that you can have that will mess up your day. A friend of mine the other day, his voice track on his live broadcast was off. That was something that I was really fearing with my old computer, because my old computer was actually, even with me not broadcasting, I noticed that it was starting to lag today. And I was going, oh, pray that I don't have to use this one for today's live, because it would have been a laggy broadcast, and nobody likes a laggy broadcast. And Bridget used to go camping with us. We used to go camping at Woods Valley, which is up near Escondido. Nice place to go. It's actually right up the street from Bates Nut Farm in San Diego. Very reasonable, had a pool, and burnt out a couple of years back. I don't know if they reopened it. I'm probably like 85% sure they probably did. But yeah, I hope they did, because it was fond memories. We had a lot of fun. Bridget liked swimming over there, and so did all my kids. They loved swimming. And Bridget just told me they are open. So that is a good thing. Bates Nut Farm and Woods Valley Campground are open. Now, I'm also looking at a better way to camp in California. California has made it extremely difficult to camp in California. Shame on you, California. The Reserve California website is got to be one of the most unfriendly sites there is to make camp reservations. That said, Reserve America wasn't much easier, but at least I knew Reserve America better. So I do not like the fact that in the West Coast, probably pretty much everywhere in the United States these days, if you're not going to really remote areas where nobody goes, you're going to have to make your reservation several months in advance. And Andrew, great seeing you, my friend. I just finished putting a 4 terabyte drive into my computer. It was a lot of fun. And the 5 things that we had today for was first, this is the Vaunt headlight. It's was introduced to me by Fraser Douglas. As a matter of fact, Andrew, you might want to chat with him if you're ever interested in learning or anything about cast iron cooking. He is pretty knowledgeable on that. And then let's see what other camping thing. Oh, this isn't a camping thing. As a matter of fact, it might be something you'd be interested in. I just purchased 2 light sets, and they're marketed as being dimmable. Remember the shadow box that I showed last week? As a matter of fact, why not show it to you again this week? This week, I am using a different light for that. I purchased dimmable lights, but they're not really dimmable lights. They're dimmable bicolor lights, but they're not marketed as bicolor. I've just written the manufacturer, and I hope that they're available in England, because they are dirt cheap in the United States. They're Kiyo. And they're a little bit bigger than the newer light. And like I said, it's bi-color. So if you look, you can see that there is both white and yellow LEDs. And by doing that, you get 3 temperatures of white. You get white, cool white, and warm white. And well, warm white is more like yellow, but it is great. For $20, I got 2 of these, 4 filters for each one of them. Actually, 5 if you include the diffusion filter, and a full-on setup with the tripod, extendable, and a full ball head. And look at the size of that ball. It's incredible. Yeah, granted, it's a plastic, but it's like an industrial plastic. And I'm not even sure if it's plastic. It might be metal on this top part, but it feels like plastic. All that for $20. Can you believe it? I mean, this is like the steal of the century. So I wrote them and I said, you know, you guys are marketing this wrong. You're marketing it as a dimmable light when in truth it's a bicolor light. And you know, I was curious from looking at their pictures. I was like going, that looks like bicolor to me. And nothing on it said that it was bicolor light. So I was really happy, Uncle Bill. Now, the other thing, this can save your life. This is a water bottle cap, a piece of garbage. And Matt Holbrook showed how that piece of garbage can be used as a survival whistle. What you do is you cup it in your hand. Let me see if I can. I don't know if I'll be able to do this twice because it goes in there like that, right? And then you blow down over the top. Oh, I got it twice in one broadcast. I'm getting better at this, huh, Bridget? So anyways, this is a way that you can, signal your friends, or if you get lost in the woods. And if you do buy a hard drive for your computer and you want to consult or anything like that, I'm available. Make sure you get more SATA cables with the hard drive so that you'll be able to plug it in. And before you even start the task, make sure to open up your computer and make sure you have room in there for it too. Bottom line, I plugged another 4 gigabytes into my computer, and I'm going to be using that as a temporary storage before it goes into permanent off computer storage. And that'll help. How's things been in England these days? Yeah. But that light was Andrew, I've seen people charge $40 for not even close to as good as that. Just one color. As a matter of fact, my newer lights, those are basically $40. You get the same thing, and you don't even get the ball head. You get just a tilt-a-whirl head. Comes just one direction. This week, I'm doing a bivvy tent camping. Did an intro this morning with hat on, hat off, just outside in the yard. I'm halfway thinking maybe I should have a Uncle Bill camps in the front yard or backyard. Backyard camping by Uncle Bill. The benefits of. That would be kind of crazy. And I've been going crazy with the air fryer too. Oh, another crazy find. And that killer, that's like a 22-ounce mug that they're selling for $1 over at the Dollar Tree. And so I bought one because I was kind of curious. Maybe I could put some coffee in it and brew my coffee in it. And this thing is great for coffee. That's why I just got minimal tilt and I will try and get the one that you bought. I hope that it's available. If you can't find that, there's another company called Small Rig, and you can get, just a second. I hope I didn't throw out the mount. Are these my Small Rigs? Small Rig Camera Plus Pack. Okay, what is it called? Okay. Small Rig 1/4 inch camera hot shoe mount. And I don't have one. Yeah, I do. These guys are actually better mounts. If you're looking for just the mount, they'll cost a little bit more. They'll actually, two of these will probably cost you almost 18 euros, I'm guessing, on Amazon UK. But they're actually worth it for the versatility of it. Just tell me what your setup is that you're looking for, and I'll shop around on the UK site and send you the links if you want. Because Uncle Bill loves shopping. You can ask any of my kids or my girlfriend. She knows that too. And anybody who watches this broadcast knows that I'm a little bit, I think cancer kind of turned me into a shopaholic because I used shopping therapy to feel better, just like everybody else. Except the thing is I did limit myself to a budget. Uncle Bill would buy one thing a day, and it had to be, I think, under 20 bucks or something like that. And it also had to be something that I needed. However, the tripod forest was a bit excessive. I should set that all up and put leaves on the tripods and have a tour through the tripod forest one of these days. Bring people through all my little mini pods, because I have a ton of mini pods. And truth is, I actually consider these guys mini pods because they are kind of small and they do set up tiny, micro. Come on out of there. See, nice little mini pod. Yay! If you can send the link to those lights, that would be great. I will send the link to these lights. I think I did look on the UK site. I couldn't find them. But if you have a way to order from US and have them mailed to you without being too extravagant, or who knows, but I will send that to you. Lighting is so much fun. And I tell you, I love that new smaller box. And I don't know how big your kitchen is and how constrained you might be in your kitchen. But with my kitchen, I have literally it's what's called a submarine kitchen as far as the cooking area. And it's maybe 9 feet if you're generous, nine by about 2 feet as far as your walking space, which isn't very much walking space. And as a matter of fact, I know it's a lot less than 9 feet, really, because I just remembered it says, yeah, a lot less than 9. I'm looking at my study here and figuring out. All right. What else? Lights. Anything anybody wants to talk about? I mean, this is camp week. TT flies, DDT. There's this stuff called DEET. Used to be my favorite bug dope. My kitchen is very small too. Yeah, both of us. Yeah. You learn to like small gadgets. And there's a lot of stuff that's in my garage as far as my kitchen goes. A lot of my kitchen pots and pans and my waffle collection. I'm actually starting to let go of my waffle collection, a lot of it. I plan to keep like 2 of my main wafflers. Have you ever camped at La Jolla Indian Reservation? That is one place I've never camped, really. And I've heard good things about it too. I should check it out. That's good thinking, Bridget. I should check. Wait a second. Wait, wait, I take that back. I might have camped out there. I know I've been out there. I'm trying to remember if I camped out there. No, I did not camp out there. Francesca and I went and we drove around out there, but I don't remember actually camping there. So, yes and no. I've been there. I know what it looks like, and it doesn't look like a bad place to camp, actually. A lot of sites out there and along the river. They have a little like stream that goes through there and craziness. Except I don't know if you'd really want to swim in there, but people do, even though there's all that runoff from agriculture. And Andrew, did you get a hot air fryer? Hot air fryer. But what do they call air fryer? Air fryer. Yeah. They're a lot of fun. I've been having, although I have not been able to get as crispy as other people, mostly because Uncle Bill likes to cook things differently than everybody else. One being, I don't like to preheat anything. And if you guys could talk, you and Bridget, I will be right back. I have urgent business that has to be attended to, and I'll be back in about 2 minutes. Oh, I know what I want to ask. Seeing as we're going all over the map, when are you going to start your videos, YouTube, Bridget? Yeah, Dad has the same question. I've even offered to probably get her some more equipment. I bought her a tripod not too long ago for doing work. And I will probably also toss in the same microphone that I am using if she starts doing more. It's Bridget's choice. Yes, she is a little camera shy for YouTube. And it's funny because why are people camera shy? Maybe you could answer that, Bridget. Why are people camera shy for YouTube, and yet they'll go on TikTok, which is it's basically, you're still on the internet and you're still in front of people. What makes YouTube more legit than TikTok? And Andrew, do you have any suggestions for thumbnail hacks for this week, as far as what you might want to see? I'm definitely leaning towards doing a thumbnail myself and showing how I do thumbnails. One thing that I could show is how I did the thumbnail for this week's live, because I actually did it on another computer that didn't have my weekly it didn't have my template. So what I did was, the last time we went live on Camp Week, you'll notice that this is the exact same thumbnail as I used on week 16, except I went in and I cut out the 2-1 from 2021, put it up under over by the week, and then everything else I fixed with paint.net. It was kind of interesting. Change your channel banner. Okay, I'll take a look at your channel banner. You got any ideas of what you want to put up there? As a matter of fact, I think you got a pretty nice channel banner as is, though. I was going to ask you about, so you think maybe on Thumbnail Hacks I should put something that goes towards channel banners? Is that what you're saying? And why do I don't want to go there. I want to go here, and I don't want to go there. I want to, oh man, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do, which is not any of these. Am I still alive? Yes, I haven't cut out. Have I, Bridget? Am I still here, Bridget? Bridget? Hello, Bridget? Oh, good. Okay, I will, I wanted to check out your channel banner as is. Okay, so we go to YouTube and we go to Andrew's Simple Cooking. And, Andrew, you just blowing up as is. I don't even know if I would change anything. I mean, why change what's working? Simple Cooking. I mean, look at it, 7,450 subscribers. That's pretty darn good. And not only that, Andrew, I mean, geez, what was it? I was like, I can't even remember what number subscriber I was, but I was pretty early on. And you have just been going like crazy. May 20th, you got 13,000 views for something, which is amazing. And Andrew's Simple Cooking. You got hamburgers. Okay, I see how things could be changed for this. Also, I'm noticing that your letters are not they're not coming up correctly. They're getting clipped. So yeah, I can probably send you a remake on your banner. If you can send me your original banner via email, because I can't download your banner, but what I'm showing right now is about 3/4, not even 3/4, a little more than half on the upper row is getting, well, a little less than half is getting clipped off, and a little less than half is getting clipped off on the bottom, both of which should not happen on a banner. And I can resize that and redo that and fix it up for you if you want. So yes, we could. Would you want to go along the same type of a theme with the Andrew's Simple Cooking? Well, of course, the name stays the same, but I meant as far as the hamburgers and the cookies and the chips and whatever else. Or are you looking more for like pieces of cooked chicken and your mom's danishes and things like that? No, it doesn't look unprofessional. I think you did a very good job on it. Believe me, Andrew, I've seen a lot worse. As a matter of fact, my banner when I first put it up looked a lot worse than that. So no, I think that you just have a sizing problem, which shouldn't be too difficult to fix. And if you send me the original pictures that went into it, I can go in and go by my template and send you something that might, no, not might, it will be a better fit. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Either that or I'll refund all the money that you've given me. Hey, do you get a lot of merchants trying to get you to review kitchen equipment? Because I'm betting that you do by now. Yeah, I'll make sure that your channel name is done right, and you can pick out the. That's on my to-do list for this week. I'll get it done before the end of the week. How's that sound? I've added it to my to-do list. I haven't promised you that it's going to get done, but I've told you that it's on my list. Now, promise is something, as Bridget will attest to, that's something you can take to the bank. Now, me telling you that I'm going to probably do it, that's like a 95, 98% chance that it'll get done. Yeah. Bridget will keep me in line. You know, it's good having your daughter as a moderator. I'm beginning to realize, because she definitely keeps me in line. Okay, so Andrew, I'm going to be working on doing your. Let me write it down. Oh, by the way, here's a little tip. These guys are great. But the real tip is reuse packaging for note papers. This is my shopping list for today. Dirt, which I got over at Home Depot, marshmallow, what was that? Chocolate, which I got, graham cracker. I didn't get graham cracker. I got Gamma Nisa and camp gear. I looked at camp gear. There's this really inexpensive light that they used to have over at Walmart, and it was always in a locked case. So I never, I had it memorized where that thing was. So I go in today and I finally see a girl next to the locked case, and can you unlock the case? I want this light. Oh no, it's gone. You sold them all. I guess it wasn't meant to be, and I really didn't need it, but they were for $1. If it's for $1, Uncle Bill is a big sucker. I can't come out of the Dollar Tree without spending $20 because I'm always getting stuff over there. It's insane, but it's fun. I mean, for example, that plate with the silverware, that was strictly for the show, for the live last week, along with the hamburger thing. So anyways, I had a leading supermarket ask me if I would like to review new products they would be producing in the near future. Well, that is a good idea. What you might talk to is some legal person. Now, for me, with my Amazon reviews, because I have probably between 10 to 15 people from China contacting me daily, wanting me to review things. And I tell them flat out, I say, look, you either send it to me for free or I'm not going to review it, because I'm sure you're in the same boat as I am, because I know that you're working hard on your channel and I'm working hard on mine. My time is pretty valuable. And if they're not willing to send me the product for free, i.e. totally free, they get a non-verified Amazon review. And plus, I don't want to get in trouble with Amazon. And that makes it clean. They're getting a non-verified review, and either they take it and they say that works or it doesn't work. It's fun stuff. I would love to be able to sit down and chat with you sometime. Someday we ought to have a VOP call, voice over internet protocol call. I can do that with my, what is it? OBI 110 device. And I don't know if you have how you do your telephone calling, but if you have an OBI and I have an OBI, we can talk for free. Although I think we can do it anyways with Google Voice, all sorts of different ways. So it's just Andrew's cooking, and you want it to be in your banner and a plain background, something with food, and you'll be happy. Correct? What's app I use? What app? What app will you use? I'm going to send it to you in JPEG and PNG. Oh, that's the app you use for VOP. Okay, I got it. Oh, what's the app that you use for VOP? Yeah, Google Voice. What's up? What's up, George 12? Join the party. Man, I should switch the time of these is it that you guys are working so late? But I know it's really late over in England, right? Because you guys are both on late. George, are you going live after this, or are you just getting off of doing live? And actually, Andrew, George can verify that Uncle Bill does know how to do banners. Because I did his. And I charge a big whopping $1 million or 1 million subscribers, whichever comes first. Nah, I don't charge anything because I don't need the money. I need the health. We need to all be healthy. No, I've uploaded today. Oh, okay, I'll have to check and see what you uploaded. And you missed most of the party, George, but I'll stay in chat for about 15 minutes or so, just because I love you so much, man. You're a great guy. And you're probably one of the best gamers I've seen on the net. Very attuned, and I'm amazed that you do as much with as little as you have, because if you had even, a faster, if you weren't doing it on Wi-Fi and you were actually directly connected, you could even get the jump on people even more than you do now. Oh, yeah. I got to write down stuff. All right. So, Andrew, I owe you channel banner. Food related. Now, do you want me to stay pretty close to the font that you have on there? I mean, I'll try if I can. And I can let's see. You are an Android person, right? So I don't know what Android phone things, and I know you're doing everything on the phone. So I'll send it to you in both PNG and JPEG format. The PNG is the one that you want to use to see if that'll if YouTube will take that, and the JPEG, if the PNG is too large, then you send them the JPEG. Wish what? YouTube didn't notify you. Oh man, that's because look, I haven't gotten the YouTube love yet. Uncle Bill is unniched, and unniched doesn't get love. I'm like the I won't use the word because it's a cuss word, but child, be child. and not Bridget child. The, you know, and it rhymes with hard. Be hard. Tomorrow, happy birthday, George 12 for tomorrow. Now, this week, George, I'm doing a camping in the backyard again, mostly because I have a very busy week. Also, I just finished putting a 4 terabyte drive into my computer. Lots of fun. If you ever get a internal drive, make sure to buy yourself extra cables. Also, I don't know how much, if it's really worth it to get these right angle jobs, because sometimes it's not really pointing in the right direction. So maybe straight connectors is a better way to go in retrospect. And the only reason I'm saying that is because I ended up having to wiggle and change things around, and the right angle ended up being more pain than worse, because where you want the right angle to go is clipping it straight into the drive. But the thing is because I had to flip the drive upside down to mount it into the computer the way the computer wants it, the way that the cable wanted it was the other way, because, yeah, craziness. Yeah. Happy birthday, George. Yeah, what's your mom going to do when you get to, let's see, you're already over 1,000. No. Yeah, you're over 1,000, aren't you, George? I thought you were over 1,000. I know Andrew is well over 1,000. Andrew's going to soon be over 10,000. I can't wait. Yeah, you're so close, though, George. I'm going to have to start talking you up some more. And one of the things, can you believe that this little bottle cap can save your life? Say you get lost in the woods. This is courtesy of Matt Holbrook. As a matter of fact, if you haven't checked out Matt's channel, he's definitely somebody to check out. What he did was he puts it right here in his hands and cups it in like that, and then blows over the top. Let's see if we can go 3 for 3. Nope, not going to get it this time, I don't think. Well, we can't win them all, but you can eventually get a whistle sound out of this thing. I don't know. I was lucky twice, and I'm pushing my luck on the third time here, George. Yeah, but I can do a loon call. You want to hear a loon call? I guess I'm having stage fright. Who knows? Anyways, my hands aren't quite cooperating. Neither is my mouth. Wasn't cooperating when I was talking earlier, that's for sure. What are you watching? You were watching me trying to do a loon call. This is our camp week. It's got everything to do with being outdoors. I'm going to be outdoors tonight in the freezing cold of California, spring, summer. So it'll probably get down to maybe 58 degrees cold tonight. Brr. But then again, it's a wet cold, so it's a little different. I'm actually going to be bringing out a winter weight bag so that I make sure that I don't get cold. The other Bill apologized for being drunk. I can't remember what he was. He was calling me all sorts of names that day. That's okay. I mean, it was the weekend. Guys will say all sorts of stuff on the weekend. My favorite thing is, George, that all these guys, it takes them a while to realize they're never going to kill me on DayZ or Rust or any of these games because Uncle Bill doesn't play yet. Although you guys are getting me tempted to maybe go out and get a game controller, and although I'd be so bad. Losing money. Oh, there's Mick. Hey, Mick. Oh, good to see you. Everybody's here. What are you losing? Oh, is it Bitcoin that you're losing money on, Mick? I told you about Bitcoin. I warned you. Vehicles. Oh, are you selling that 7-passenger thing that I said probably wouldn't fit all your kids? That could be what's losing you some money. Or are you just paying to get your van lose money when parked? Why, did you have a ton of money in the van? Somebody broke into your van? Mechanics. Oh. Yeah, mechanics. What's funny about a mechanic? One thing I've noticed with mechanics is you have a great mechanic, but eventually, the really economical ones, the ones that save you a lot of money, eventually you get burned, because they have a kid going to college or little Susie needs braces. All of a sudden, all sorts of things start going wrong with your car. So if he's not working with the van, he's losing money. Oh yeah, well yeah, Mick is always working. I think he's a workaholic too. So Mick, is your van not working? Is that the problem, or do we need to buy 2 of them now? Because I could see you owning 2 vans. Because then you could just, Lane could just have a van for herself for the kids. And then when you have trouble with your van, you steal her van. So you do have more than one van. I've got 3 vans. And not only that, you have to insure all 3 vans too. And that's where they really get you by the short hairs, if you know what I mean. Insurance. Back in 2016, I learned about insurance the hard way. Long time ago, I had decided that I would follow the investment advice which they give you, and it's not correct investment advice, but they tell you when your van gets old, or your car gets too old, you should just drop your collision. Well, that's not true. You should never drop your collision. And I found out the hard way. Not only did I find that out, but I also found out that the definition that I was given for comprehensive was not correct. And I shoulda. And when you shoulda all over yourself, because I trusted the representative that was on the phone, and this was a non-recorded call, and they told me flat out, because I asked them, I said, so does that mean that comprehensive is everything that happens to your vehicle when you're not in it? And they said yes. Well, I found out that's not true. If somebody blasts into your car in the United States with another vehicle while you're not into it, it's still considered a collision. It is not covered by comprehensive. So if you have zero collision, your insurance company will say, too bad, so sad, you get nothing. Do not pass go, do not collect $200, and you're out let's see, my van was almost worth, I want to say $7,000, but Blue Book was like $5,000 for it. So I was out $5,000 in that instant because some drunk had stolen a delivery truck, a 10-ton truck, and ran it into my van, along with about a ton of other vehicles too. So this guy does over $1 million worth of damage, goes to jail for 1.5 years, and then they let him out on parole. Crazy. Hey, Mick, how's that for a glass? That's my new water and coffee mug. I paid $1 for it over at the Dollar Tree. Pays to live in the States sometimes. All right. At the end of the day, bricks and mortar make strong argument. Yes, they do. Okay, I got a good chunk in one place, but I've never been obliged to talk to no windscreen and commercial policy for broken windows. 1,200 euros. Yeah, you're probably still ahead at 1,200 euros. I mean, my insurance is about $2,400 in house and auto a yearly. So 80 cents for the glass. Wow. Did you put in the glass yourself, Mick? I wouldn't doubt it. I've seen guys do the glass by themselves. It's amazing. I had glass replaced on my van right before it got destroyed, actually. I had called up my insurance company and said, I have full comp coverage on this car, and I can't see out the windshield anymore. I mean, it was almost a 20-year-old van, all the stone chips and everything. And I said, I'm just a wreck waiting to happen. Now we can either replace the window, or you guys can wait until it gets destroyed and then have to really deal with it. Little did I know. Well, I'm going to close out at the top of the hour, guys. And Mick and George and Bridget, is so glad that you guys came, everybody. It's just very refreshing. It was Bridget and I for almost the first 30 minutes, or maybe even 40 minutes. It was pretty long. So that's why I stay when you guys come, because you're the reason I'm here. And Mick, you've been a big help to this channel, so I appreciate it. This is my camp in the yard. I'm thinking of having a book. Maybe I should do a book one of these days. Uncle Bill's camping in the backyard. It would be nice if we could just go and just walk into the woods in California, but you can't. Not easily. And the woods around here usually have scorpions, so because they aren't woods, they're desert. San Diego is a desert. Oh, Bridget's going, yay, because I'm going to close out at the top of the hour. And she's been my moderator. She's a good moderator, an excellent moderator. Bridget, will all subscribe to your channel. Am I subscribed to your channel? I mean, if I'm not, I'll make sure to do it. Send me the link. Actually, I think I am subscribed to your channel. I seem to remember doing that. Bridget is going to make the most unique content on the YouTube. It's going to be good. Yeah, post it in chat. You can actually do that. Let me see here. We got Andrew. All right, let me see. What do we got here? Oh, there it is. Dun, dun, dun. What did I do here? No, that's not what I wanted to do. This is what I wanted to do. There we go. There's Bridget's channel. We can all join her channel. For your video descriptions. Well, I'm kind of wondering what you mean by that. You mean the fact that they actually match what's in the video? You know, like this video is very boring. Come watch it. I'm actually amazed that people come back and watch the lives sometimes. I mean, my lives actually do as well as the one, because as you know, I don't do anything to these things. After we say goodbye, good night, and farewell, adios, I literally just cut it, and it is what it is. And people are watching it sometimes. I think that's how we learn, by getting up there and doing the lives. And I'm amazed at both you and Mick, George. George, you have a great presence. You cut yourself short as far as your ability. And I mean, heck, look at all your followers. You're gaining fire. I keep on wanting to think that you're over 1,000 already. And Mick, you're incredible, buddy. Mate. I messed up. My favorite number is 7 to 8 FFs, Bill. Oh. Is FFs your cuss word, your code for cuss words? And you guys are both great. I mean, I just I love watching both the way each of you game in a unique way. Mick wants to be everybody's friend, and George just wants to kill everybody. Pretty simple. Although you have been more friendly towards people, George. What's the deal with that lately? No more kung fu with a sardine can, or was it a can of tuna? I can't remember. That was fun. Hey, by the way, George, I mean, not George, Mick, tomorrow is George's birthday. We can all wish him a happy birthday. I wonder if I have any happy birthday stuff in here. Cake. There we go. Yay, birthday stream Wednesday. Are you going to be streaming what you did on your birthday? See, we're going to turn this into the George 12 broadcast. Oh, by the way, Mick and George, I shared it with Andrew. I forgot to share it with you guys. And I will see if I can find the link. Actually, I will find the link right now. And this right here is the box that my new lights came in. I still have that mini, oh God, my soft box. These are KIO lights. They're little mini lights. They were $20. I don't know how much they'll be overseas. They're actually bicolor lights. 120 beads, which doesn't mean jack to you guys, but it means that you're going to get a good control on your lights. There's 13 settings to these things, and they're a true bicolor light being marketed as just a flat stick dimmable white LED light. I don't know why they marketed it like this. As a matter of fact, I wrote the company today, the people that are marketing it, and I said, you guys are fools. You'll sell a whole bunch more. And why did I do that? Just because, one, Uncle Bill's a nice guy, and two, I've already bought 2 sets, so I'm not going to be buying any more. Now, I'm going to put a link, because I didn't do it yet, and I'll get it right now for you guys. They come with also, where'd I put it, Bridget? Okay, it's there. No, yeah, this is it. They come with this, which is a tripod mount with a fully adjustable head on it, except I screwed the head off by accident. This is the tripod, so you can have a totally short tripod right here. Or you can have the tripod here, so you get 2 of these in the full ball head on there, and it goes out. So basically you get 2 selfie sticks and 2 lights for under $20. I don't know what it'll be in overseas, and I will see if I can get the thing here right now and post it in chat, because I should have shared this earlier, but as you all know, and you shoulda all over yourself, and I don't like doing that. And I did just replace my drive, Mick, with, well, not replace, but I added in a 4 terabyte drive for under $100. I'll put both the links in here. This is the link to the lights. You can see what they are. And let me go get the link to the drive. Drive. Oh, here we go. Now, I haven't fully tested the drive, so I cannot attest as to how good it is. But I can tell you that it was dirt cheap, because I think I paid $74 for it. Let me see what we say. All right. Let's see what my view order. I'm checking. My total, oh, actually the price just dropped on it. Those bastards. Oh, I didn't say that, but I did. Yeah, they just dropped it to $74.99. Actually, I think that is what I paid. Let me see. Where's the invoice again? Invoice, view order. Nope, they charged me $84.99. Dropped it $10 already. They saw me coming. Here we go. There we go. And that's the drive. $74.99. You know, I knew I saw that for $74.99. I didn't even notice that they upped the price when I put it in the cart. Hate when that happens. Amazon is so sneaky. You have to be very careful shopping on Amazon. Of course, if it was the only $10 I ever got lost in a deal, I'd be rich. Chat soon. Massive respect. Much love. Mwah. You heading out? Okay, I'm going to be heading out soon too. Okay, George, what? You heading out too? All right, let's see. Are we all heading out? I guess we are all heading out. Because it is the top of the hour. This has been the Uncle Bill Variety, where we cook, we camp, we critique, and we climb. And we do something else. Cook, camp, critique, create, and climb. I said it out of order. That's why I didn't realize that I missed off create. Anyways, every day this side of the dirt is a great day. Go out there, have some fun, stay COVID safe. I love you all. Thank you. Have a great day. Yeah, might as well. All right, we are ending right now.